if you're a realtor, you've probably heard about the Real Estate Code of Ethics more times than you can count. But beyond that classroom, what does it actually mean for your day-to-day business? And how does it impact what you're doing, how you're doing it, and more importantly, what you should be doing? We're going to break down what the Code of Ethics actually covers for you, why it matters, and how you make it work in real life. This is It's a Real Estate Thing. I am the broker of record at Keystone Property Consulting Firm, Alexander Bartnesky, and it is my delight to present this to you today. So let's talk about the Real Estate Code of Ethics at 35,000 feet. This was first adopted in 1913 and refreshed regularly since then. Most recent effects of it and updates were just June of this year, 2025. The Realtor Code of Ethics is the rule book, essentially, that every member of the National Association of Realtors, the NAR, agrees to play by. Its purpose has not changed in all of these years. It is to set a higher standard for professionalism in real estate. And I want to be clear, being a real estate agent does not make you a realtor. A realtor is a separate level of expectation, and for that matter, expense. Becoming a member at the national level of boards, a state level typically, and also a municipality level, like we have here in Tampa, so that you have access to all of the tools and supplies that you need to be technically and from a database perspective, have access to all of the housing data that's necessary for you to really be able to do the job well. So it sets that higher standard for professionalism in this field. Who's got to follow it? Anybody that's calling themselves a realtor. Anyone that joins NAR, including a realtor associate, plus any licensee that wants to market themselves with the realtor moniker. What's actually in the code? The code itself has 17 articles currently, and they're grouped into three main categories. You've got duties to clients and customers. Those are articles 1 through 9. You've got duties to the public. Those are articles 10 through 14. And then you've got duties to other realtors. And this is articles 15 through 17. Together, they cover just about everything. Honesty in listings, cooperation with other agents, fairness in advertising, respecting exclusivity agreements, and staying far, far away from discrimination or shady commission practices. The code is often much stricter than the local or the federal law. So even if someone isn't technically illegal, it could still be unethical under the code and thus a problem. If that sounds a little intense, it's because it is, and it's a good thing that it is. So let's talk about the three core sections of the code itself. The Realtor Code of Ethics, again, has 17 total articles. Not as overwhelming as it sounds, but everything is grouped into those three main buckets. So that's going to make it easier to understand how it all fits together. Let's talk about duties to the clients and the customers. So this is articles 1 through 9. It's about taking care of the people that you work with directly, the buyers, the sellers, the landlords, the tenants. Covers everything from putting your client's interest first, disclosing everything that you know, handling offers timely and promptly, and being upfront about how you get paid. So transparency and commissions. Put simply, don't cut corners, don't ghost anybody, and make sure that everybody knows you don't work for free, so where does your money come from? Duties to the public. Articles 10 through 14 are about the protections of the public at large. That means no discrimination ever. Always staying truthful when you're advertising, so no puffed up stats, no doctored photos, and cooperating with investigations or professional standard hearings when needed. You have a full duty as a realtor to make absolutely sure that you are clear and transparent when you are talking to or advertising to the general public, always. And then finally, you have those duties to the realtors themselves. Articles 15 through 17 govern how agents need to treat each other. No trashing competitors. respecting exclusivity relationships, arbitration of commission disputes instead of dragging everybody into a courthouse. Basically, compete hard, but stay professional. Why do they matter? Why does anybody need to care about ethical practices in real estate? Here's the truth. Real estate itself, as a business, as an industry, simply doesn't work without a sense of trust. Clients might not know every article in the Real Estate Code of Ethics, but they can certainly tell when they're working someone who walks the walk rather than skirts on the shady side of how we do business. Agents are invited into people's lives at some point and during one of the most stressful experiences and expensive moments of their lives. If clients don't believe that agents are acting in their best interest, everything falls apart quick. They lose faith, they lose trust. You get 10 times more phone calls. You're not communicating the way the client wants. You're not handling your business as the client thinks you need to. And if the clients don't believe you're acting in their best interest, they're going to call you on it. And that's why ethics are the guardrails that keep you and your deals out of the ditch. They're going to build your credibility. Referrals and repeat business are only going to happen when people feel safe and trust that everything you're telling them is honest. It's going to reduce risk in your business. Clear disclosures. Honest marketing means fewer complaints, no fines, no lawsuits. Keeping deals moving by staying timely. When everybody plays fair, cooperation is going to be really easy. Closings are smooth and things go off without a hitch. Protection of communities. Fair housing isn't just a checkbox. It's how we make sure opportunity isn't gated by bias. There's no steering. There's no expectations set above what is true and honest. And it keeps communities from putting themselves into not just a gated, but a siloed position in the general public, and thus hurting them in the long run. And then, of course, elevation of your personal business. Plenty of agents have licenses, but not everybody acts and operates inside of a higher standard. Let's talk about some real world scenarios. It's a whole lot easier for you to digest some of these things if you've got a story to lean on. So, ethical issues in real estate aren't always obvious. Sometimes they even happen in everyday decisions. How you're going to market a property, how you're going to handle offers, what you say when a client asks something tricky. Let me give you a couple of examples, and maybe this will help you stay on the right path, right? So, scenario number one, you're juggling multiple offers. It's a hot listing. It's getting a lot of attention. Ethically, you need to present every offer quickly, exactly in the order they came in. Don't try to manipulate the outcome and don't hold anything back. Your client needs to be able to sneak in and be a part of every piece of the transaction. They need to help you make their decision. Your job is to keep them out of the ditch. Unethically, if you're sitting on offer so that you can double end on a deal, or you can pressure a buyer to go one way or another, or to either use one of your lenders or to increase your potential commissions, that is an unethical practice. And if you are caught doing it, this goes far beyond you losing your license. Scenario number two. If you are using AI to enhance property listings or property listings photos, there is an ethical way to do it. You label your virtual stagings, you edit clearly in the captions and the marketing remarks that this is what you have done. Created with AI assistance,